make you so special? Why did he bless you? Think about it. I woke up this morning. Got a smile when I say that shit. I woke up this morning.
We're live with two of the ugliest people I know.
Well, at least one of the ugliest people we both know.
I'm that pretty motherfucker, Ike Simpson. No. Lord Flacco.
I was gonna say, you gotta rap that.
ASAP Rocky in this bitch.
Oh, so you were quoting ASAP, whatever you said. Okay.
Oh, man.
Don't you have two parts to that song?
Well, you were ugly until you got your nose pierced.
Yeah, dude. You know this ad.
And then your street cred went up, too.
Gang in this bitch, dude.
Woo! Woo!
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if it went up or down. It might have gone down.
We out here, okay?
And we out here with blankets on our laps and wearing Crayola. I don't even know what this is.
Hey, man, we can't. Hey, Crayola, you owe him some money, dude. Straight up. He's roughing you hard.
I'm wearing Crayola crayons and you're colored. No, I'm just kidding.
The black community, you owe me. Like, God damn.
So Thomas, I would love to hear your. Well, I already heard it upstairs, but I don't think has Ike heard this story about your EMT.
About my partner?
Yeah.
No. So,
dude, this story's hilarious.
So we were going on a normal transfer call, right?
Yeah.
And my partner and I, got the stretcher out of the ambulance and we're bringing it up to the room. Got the patient. Well, the patient was going through. She had cancer and she was going through like chemotherapy and all this different treatments and so she was losing her hair, right? You could tell like it was on the pillow, like she was really losing her hair. Well, we get the patient. We're bringing her back down. We're trekking through barns. It's a maze. Trekking through. We get to like the last long hallway before this bottom elevator. And my partner and I are like talking. Like she's at the back of the stretcher. I'm at the front, right? And we're talking. She opens her mouth to say something back to me. And one of the patient's hairs fly into her mouth. Gets stuck in her throat. And she gets stuck in her throat, and she is literally now gagging all the way down. We stopped the stretcher in the hallway. She like turns to throw up in a corner. Luckily, there was a trash can there. So she turns, and then she's like gagging the whole time. She's like, I can just feel this tickle. It's fucking patient. We didn't tell the patient what was going on. We took the patient down. We loaded him up in the back of the ambulance. Well, I loaded him up while my partner was on the side trying to throw up. Down in the parking garage, but yeah, that's what I was telling Jordan earlier.
That is fucking crazy, dude.
It's fucking disgusting.
That exact moment she opens up her mouth,
one hair goes right into her mouth. Oh man, she probably gagged for like the rest of the shift. I'm not kidding. Having a tickle in your throat is the worst thing ever. Whenever you can't stop it, it's the worst thing ever.
Oh, that would suck.
Oh man,
you know you could get hair splinters.
Hair splinters?
Yeah. I didn't know about that.
What does that mean?
It's like, I guess it's like a, what is that? Because I remember working at a restaurant like a while back ago. And there's this lady there who used to, I don't know if she still does, but she cut hair.
Okay.
And she said that she would get hair splinters or something. I don't know exactly how you would get it. I'm assuming you hit it the wrong way or some shit like that. But, she said that hair splinters hurt like a bitch is what she said. So I was just like, yo, like I didn't even know that was even a thing or if that was even possible to get like a hair splinter.
I feel like it would just be really just weird. Really pesty. It'd be like a total pest.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm not cutting hair.
Cutting hair.
I don't like splinters. Like I already got like splinters and shit in general, just like from like whenever I like work with my dad and stuff like that. But like, no, that's not a cool thing.
Like the idea of something being inside your skin, it just reminds me of like a parasite. Like anything like that.
Like someone else's hair in your skin.
Ugh.
Like that's weird as fuck. Like to even think about.
That'd be gross.
Yeah.
That'd be gross.
Repulsive.
Very repulsive.
So this is a question we looked up earlier. A little hypothetical question for you. For $35,000, would you go without showers, deodorant, or brushing your teeth? Well, I guess, what was it, like a month?
3 months.
3 months.
Three-
You go
three
3
months.
months for $35,000, so about $10K a month, without showering, deodorant, or brushing
But
your teeth.
you don't get the 35 until the very end. So you have to go through the whole 3 months. You can't shower, brush your teeth, or use deodorant.
So like,
Passive income.
so then I can't do all three, or just I would have to choose.
No, you can't do any of those.
Oh, I can't do any of those. For $35,000.
Yep.
I feel like I could probably do that, dude. But at the same time, it's like
I said yes
at
immediately.
the same time, it's like
No thought. No, you literally did. Like, before you even finished reading the question, like, it's like, hey, would you go without brushing your teeth? Yes.
because my whole thing is this, like,
I just won't go to work.
how would that affect your like teeth and like skin and like hair for, like 3 months?
Don't go to work for 3 months.
No, but my whole thing is like, how would that how would that negatively affect your teeth and your body and stuff like that without you showering and getting off that like dead
For
skin?
3 months?
I feel like it'd be
I
the
don't know.
teeth. The teeth would probably be the worst, like, negative effect on you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I feel like your teeth would definitely like something will fall out. Something's got to give.
Well, what if you're like...
Something's got.
Like-
What is it? 3 months and your whole mouth, like
I
all of your
don't
teeth fall
know,
out?
dude. Like something.
Like, have you ever gone a while without brushing your teeth, or let's say, like even like 2 days? Like, if you forget for like 2 days, or let's say, or you just do a shitty job and you just brush the fronts not as well, in the back that like plaque shit builds up and that white stuff. So like, I guess in theory you could wipe that down with like a towel, right? Or is that considered brushing your teeth?
I feel like that'd be considered brushing. Yeah.
What about like
I think
a
that's.
finger? Like you're just digging, like because that dude, there's no way I can deal with that shit in my mouth. I don't care what the price is. Okay, I guess a little bit more money maybe, but
I don't know, dude. I feel
What
like
you
that's
could
still
do though is
considered brushing, though.
gargle or like swish water around in your mouth and get like all the loose stuff.
It's not brushing. It's gargling. So you could get baking soda.
You could get mouthwash.
or mouthwash or something like that, and put it in a cup and just like.
That's not brushing.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not brushing. That's you're technically just gargling a bunch of water and fluid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I guess the act of rubbing, like making friction on your teeth with the intention of rubbing that shit off, like that's considered brushing.
I feel like that's considered brushing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't do that.
Well, then you're not gonna have the gross like taste in your mouth, so that
No.
would be terrible.
But
No,
the thing
I'm
is, still
doing
too, your mouth would still be fucking atrocious. Like that's not gonna go away. Your breath will smell like ass even after you.
Not after mouthwash.
You definitely will, dude. Mouthwash does not save lives.
What does that save lives? Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying it does not save lives. Like you're basically gonna be blowing some hot stank into somebody's face like 24/7 at that point. Like you'll be
yeah,
good.
I won't do anything for 3 months, and then I'll make 35,000, and then I'll fucking fix everything that went wrong.
Yeah, that's actually a good way of thinking. of it.
Which
Like,
it wouldn't cost me 35,000.
I wonder how much it would cost though. To,
What
like,
about
get
could
almond
you
teeth.
go through like some set? Yeah, like could you do any like teeth whitening?
No.
Like after the process?
No teeth whitening.
No,
like, during
no
the process.
No,
no.
like no dentist trips.
What about
won't
this?
at
What about
all.
this? Because I swear to God, I do this. Like not all the time, but like somewhat frequently. If I eat a banana, if you take the inside of the banana peel and then just rub it on the inside of your teeth, like your teeth absorb the nutrients from the banana and it whitens your teeth. I did it for like a few weeks, like consistently, and actually I feel like it worked. Would you be able to do that?
That's brushing.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
brushing.
like that'd be brushing.
The banana peel up against your teeth.
Damn it!
Yeah, that's brushing, dude.
I think that goes back to brushing.
Okay.
So yeah, dude, that's cheating the game. We can't do that shit. You gotta last 3 months without that, or else you ain't getting 35K.
I like how we're only focused on the brushing. We're not focused on the deodorant or the stench
Yo,
that
fuck
your
that. Like,
body is gonna be.
Literally, like I could definitely deal with that for a solid 3 months.
Yeah, that would
I could deal with that. I mean, I'd be like, damn, like. Me personally, I've smelled myself without deodorant. It smells god awful, but I can deal with it. I can deal with it.
True,
for sure.
true.
Like I could, like I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be like trying to pull any girls or anything with that stench going.
Yeah, I feel like if you had a girlfriend at the time, like if she was still cuddling with you and stuff, like
it'd be a wrap. You'd be on the couch.
well, she would need some money as well. Like
Split it 50-50, like she's going through this
sure.
shit too.
we're in this together. Come on.
She's like still
Like, you're
kissing you
fucking
and all
lucky
that
I'm
stuff.
still with you. Like,
She's like kissing you and all that other stuff. Just like, yeah, you just got to deal with this for 3 months. After that, I got you. Like, it's all good.
she's like, after
I'll wipe
that, I'm
your
paying
teeth.
off my car.
God dang, dude.
It's like something traumatic happens to you, and she's like trying to comfort you with a stick. Like, it's alright. It's okay. Just rubbing your shoulder with a stick.
Oh my god.
She's got a gas mask on.
You gotta talk to somebody
Oven
about
mitts.
this, dude. You gotta talk to someone about this stuff. Like, yo, NASA, you want us to do some stuff like that? Pyramid. We got
35,000. Yeah, we each get that. Like,
all right.
say NASA.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. NASA was trying to get some people to like. Was it NASA or someone was trying to get people to lay in bed for like a month or 3 months or something like that?
Really?
Yeah, and they were gonna give them like a large sum of money as well. I don't remember how much it was.
You couldn't. I remember the study. You couldn't move for like you had to be in bed and you had to be. I guess not necessarily sleeping, but you couldn't get up.
No.
You had to stay in bed. Yeah, you had to just lay there.
So
for a
like
certain
you
amount
could so say for example I'm laying on my back, I want to roll over my stomach, I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just couldn't get up from bed.
Okay.
So you pretty much.
What like catheter?
Uh,
That's what you
I
piss
guess
in,
so,
right? That's
yeah.
like attached to your dick. Okay.
I mean, there's different kinds, but yes,
Oh man,
you could
fuck
get a
that.
condom catheter.
That's
I
like,
guess.
cause that's like
I
a
feel like you could allow.
I don't know how you would. I don't know how you would shit.
Blue
but-
Mountain State, dude. Whenever fucking
Oil change.
Oil changes.
That had to do, make everyone an oil change, and he ruined everyone's fake dick. That shit was fucking great.
The principle of an oil change is the most repulsive thought ever.
Just that, dude. I was like, I was
I'm
cringing
good.
for that,
I'm good.
dude.
I'll,
like,
I'll
no.
get cut. I'll get cut from
I'm
the
like,
team.
yeah, fuck this. Like,
what about this? How much money would it take for you to get an oil change?
oh, dude. You're gonna have to pay me some.
35,000.
Wow.
Is that what the price was on the last one? 35,000.
Jesus Christ, dude! You're gonna have to pay me like, cause what Dad was trying to be a pro football player for some shit, right? Yeah, I need that beginning sum of money for me to take a fucking tube up my dick, dude. Ugh.
$35,000.
I need larger sound. That shit. That sounds like it hurts. Okay. This is
Yeah, no, it would not feel pleasant. I don't know about hurting.
Anything like that has to do with like your penis has to do with pushing out. Like nothing goes up in that hole, dude. Semen goes out, piss goes out. If anything that has to do with you having an STD, that leaks out. Like that, no, dude. Screw that. It's going in. I mean, going. If it's going in, I need some serious money, dude.
Dude, I bet like just even the fraction of the
serious-
inch, like stretching out your dick hole, the fraction of an inch hurts more than like a pregnancy. You know what I mean? Because that's natural. Like that's supposed to come out. A baby's supposed to come out of a vagina. Like that's not natural. Nothing going up there is natural. There's no fucking way.
No.
Guys, old people's have to get Foley's, and that's a tube that goes up your dick hole and then inflates. That way it stays in the bladder.
What?
It inflates once it gets in there?
Yeah, well, once you put it up,
I don't
like
even
the
want to
top
be
part.
old at that point.
I feel like I'd rather do that. I feel like I'd rather
And
have something
that way it
up
stays.
there.
That way it stays. That way, like it's harder to pull out. That
Okay.
way you don't have to keep constantly inserting it.
That makes sense.
I don't want anything in my dick hole.
I feel like once it's in there though, it's not gonna hurt too bad.
Oh, it's still uncomfortable, but
Okay.
you literally just go
Literally, yeah.
and it goes into a bag.
touching my penis from fear.
It was like, no, I won't do anything like that to you, I promise.
Like Jesus.
Till Ike gets older.
I'm dying young, dude. This is just what's happening.
Once your balls get saggy, hey, you won't even feel it, man.
Oh man, I feel everything. I don't know, dude.
We're all standing here looking like we're in a free kick wall in a soccer game, like
Oh my god.
covering our nuts.
Nope. And then you have half the wall that jumps around.
Like,
The one that turn their back, those are the ones that get that shoved up their dick.
Yeah.
oh my god.
It's the ones that aren't just like, yep, I'm taking this to the face.
The fearless ones.
Right.
Dude, screw that.
Fuck that.
Taking, like,
I've
fucking
done
ball.
that a time or
It's going like 90 miles
That doesn't
an
feel
hour
good.
to the face, dude. No.
Ooh.
To the face.
Well, that's what they tell you to do. Like in practice, they always tell you to kick it at their heads because
You kick
like,
it.
"Oh, doc."
You kick it head level because a sane person isn't gonna be like, yeah, I'm taking this straight to the face. They're gonna be like, nope, like you kick the ball head level, like if you're taking a free kick.
God.
And that's how it like gets through the wall. Because if you kick it straight at the wall, the goalie doesn't want the wall to break, and that's why he's positioned over a little bit. Like that way, the ball, if you kick it at the wall, will hit the wall. That way, the goalie can cover the other half of the net. And if you kick it head level, they just move.
So who the fuck?
Or
like, oh,
you have half your wall that jumps around right as it's kicked.
Yo, fuck that! I'd hit it. I'd like go from the side. I'd like be like this, and then they could just hit me in the shoulder instead.
So you turn sideways?
Yeah, I turn sideways.
But then you don't carry as much. You don't cover.
You don't cover as much.
True.
A lot of people like they'll duck and like put their heads down. Is this like even though it's not like
You cover this, you don't turn, and you put your head down. That way you take it to like the neck.
You want to take like a ball going like 90 miles per hour straight to the neck. That's like some shit off of fucking what is that movie? Goddamn Will Ferrell, and he's like, dude, you took a bear trap to the jugular.
Are you talking about old school?
Yeah.
Are you talking about old school?
with a bear trap to the jugular?
No, a bear trap to the jugular.
Tranquilizer.
Oh, I don't remember
You
that
haven't
part.
seen that? Oh my
He's
God.
at a birthday. He's at a birthday party, and he takes a tranquilizer dart.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, oh, like the whole thing. He sounds like a monster.
He's like, man, you took a bear trap to the jugular, man. He's like, what are you saying, man? You're crazy.
Okay.
Then he falls into the pool, passes out, and falls into the pool.
That shit was so funny.
You know what I was thinking about whenever I figured I was gonna have you on as a guest, Thomas, was all the time we used to spend out at those haunted places sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Kind of stupid. A lot of fun. Kind of stupid. Like that one. Do you remember the one time where we went? What was it called? It was it was like a house on top of a hill.
Dude, that was the scariest spot. It was the old slave house.
Yeah. And we drove up, and then that one time there was a car chasing us.
Yeah.
Like whenever we were leaving.
Dude, it chased us down we're going downhill through the woods. Like it's like was it gravel? Was it a gravel?
No, yeah, it was gravel, and it was like literally one side was the hill and the other side was a drop off. Like if you slid off, like you were tumbling down a hill. Yeah, and it was pretty windy. You went up, and it was a very tall hill, and at the top of the hill there was a couple barns, and then like an old slave house. And yeah, that was incredibly creepy.
That was the creepiest place we ever went.
I would say so. There was like chairs in the living room. There was like a doll sitting in the chair.
That's all it was.
There was a cellar. We were all like, let's go down in the cellar. Nothing happens in scary movies down in the cellar. So we went down.
You were the only ones that went, right? There were very few people that went to the cellar. Yeah,
I went down. I know I went down, and you went down, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Travis, but what I remember in the cellar is looking around at the foundation and it being all cracked. That's what I remember.
Okay.
Looking around.
I don't remember much of the cellar. What I remember is
I remember being in the cellar, and then someone shut the cellar door trying to be funny. And I know it was me and maybe someone else that was like in the cellar whenever they shut the door, but they didn't like stand on it or anything. They let us out. So.
Nah, dude, that was the ghost trying to get you guys, dude.
No, it was definitely someone upstairs laughing as they shut the cellar door.
Dude, that place, I swear on my life, that place had paranormal activity. I swear. That place was so creepy. We walked in this room, and you can ask, well, just us two.
That's it. We were both there, yeah.
But, well, dude, like, you walk in this, because we were pretty much just breaking into a house, like a vacant house. That, I don't even know how we figured out about this place, but the story was there was an old slave house that was being used on this, like, farm. And so we walk in this main room and the family room. So I didn't feel like a creepy vibe anywhere in this house except this family room. All it was like he said, just
it was one chair in a corner with a doll on it. That was it.
And that was the
only the only thing in the fucking house, basically. I don't think any of us went upstairs. There wasn't upstairs. I don't think any of us went upstairs.
I don't remember.
I don't think we did. I think we stayed on the main level and we're like, nah, I'm good.
Besides the dungeon.
Yeah. Besides, we're like, oh, of course the cellar. Why don't we go?
My whole thing is this, like, going inside of stuff like that. Like, there are some like things that could like follow you home and get attached to you and stuff like that. Dude.
I was wondering, like, if somebody would have taken that doll and taken it back. I'm like, what if, like there's, I don't know, like, what if they were attached to that doll?
Like some Annabelle type shit, dude.
Yeah.
Screw that.
I will say, I do remember that we all had some liquid courage, though.
Really?
Well, I was drinking.
I don't think I was drinking that night.
I was drinking. Travis was driving, so I was drinking.
Taking on anything.
Yeah.
Dude, I will never forget that feeling, though, like, walking into that room, because, like, and you said you felt it as well, just the overwhelming feeling of, it was only that one room with the doll in it.
Yeah.
Like, the cellar, I wasn't creeped out in the cellar, I wasn't creeped. If we did go upstairs, wherever we went, I wasn't creeped out anywhere except that room.
We went
that one, dude. There was something in that room, man.
From what I remember, you went in and you kind of went through like a garage area, but it wasn't really like a garage. If that makes sense. That was like the first area. We had to walk around the side, yeah. And it was kind of like the back area, and then you walk in, and it was like an area, kind of like a storage, and then you had the where it went down to the cellar, right? Then you went left, and it was the door to the actual house itself.
Okay.
Remember that? So then you opened the door to the house, and then it opened up into the family room.
Yeah.
Where the doll was. Then after that, it was like another little room, branched off the kitchen, and there was stairs in the middle of the house by like the front door. But I don't think, like I said, I don't think anyone went upstairs. I think we just stayed downstairs.
I can't remember. I really can't remember.
Dude.
And then whenever we were coming out of the house, that's when we saw that car coming down, and everybody's like, get the fuck in our cars, go. And then we had like 5 cars deep getting chased by one car.
Yep.
What are you guys do? They're probably like people trying to like renovate the house or something like that.
Yeah, really.
I have no idea.
Live in that creepy ass, like, what sounds like to be a creepy ass house. Screw that.
Oh, it was a very creepy house.
Yeah.
And it like the inside wasn't like updated or anything. Like it was old wallpaper, old carpet, old appliances in the kitchen. Like no one had been in there to renovate.
So like whenever you say like it was like old like stuff, like was it like old as in like it still had like its original stuff in there from whenever it was like a slave house, or are you talking about like someone lived in it previously?
I would say someone lived in it after the fact, after that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not an expert on dating stuff, so I don't know.
Because some stuff you can kind of tell, like, hey, this is definitely some 70s type shit right here.
I just mean,
yeah.
like, just the look of it.
I don't know.
For sure.
I don't remember like kind of like looking at it and then kind of being able to date it, but more than anything, I just remember the vibe of that room and everything.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it was definitely an older house.
Some stuff does like leave like like whenever you go in there, definitely you can feel like energy that doesn't feel like natural. You know what I'm saying?
Like foreign, like very bizarre feeling.
Because it's almost like, because I feel like I've been in like a situation kind of like that, just in a couple houses that are just like down in St. Charles and stuff like that, and like you kind of feel, it's almost like a pressure. It kind of feels like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like someone definitely is watching you, and you're just like.
What about
I don't know. Like,
it's like a presence.
Yeah, it's weird to explain. You know what I'm saying?
What about the house that you and I went to, that you took me to, behind the QT?
Oh, I remember that.
Are you talking about the one that you took pictures in?
Yeah. Well, the actual house itself, we never found the actual house. We found like a trailer.
Right.
Remember?
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
When him and I went, there was an actual house back there.
It must have got demolished because those houses were like just.
Because I wore a jacket home from this place. That was probably dumb.
Wait, you took a jacket?
I took a jacket and wore it for like the whole night. My mom's like, "Where'd you get that?" I'm like, "Some house we broke into."
Remember, there was like there was random checks and stuff everywhere. Do you remember that?
No.
You were like, there was like checkbooks and stuff, like, and there were like checks ripped out and like thrown everywhere. Literally, you trekked through this house and there was checks all over the floor.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and that's the same house you took something, like you took the jacket from.
Yep.
Yeah, screw
it was
that.
just sitting in the closet.
And you and I again, you were like, "Hey, there's a cellar. You want to go into it?" All right.
I feel like me and you were always more of the fearless kind. More than anything, just like, yeah, why not?
Yeah. Okay.
Just kind of adventurous. Yeah.
That's because I know Thomas for sure just doesn't care if anything happens to him. He's just like, oh yeah. We're doing that? Alright, cool.
All right, let's do it.
It's like, okay. If anything happens, it happens. I'm just like, dude, you need to, like, care somewhat. like there's levels.
Should I get a gun? Like,
there's levels to these things, dude. And
should I bring a knife? What am I gonna do against a demon, Ike? If he's gonna take me, he's gonna take me. Okay.
Jesus, dude.
Should I bring a priest?
The priest wouldn't go in the house. He'd be outside like, I hope you guys make it.
Throwing up the 3 fingers from Hunger Games.
Should bring Katniss Everdeen? Like, is she gonna take him out with a bow and arrow?
I wish you all luck.
Oh,
Yeah, Thomas is that friend that your mom asked you one day, well, if all your friends are jumping off a bridge, are you gonna do it too? And Thomas is like, how high is that bridge?
Yeah. How high is it? Is there water? Please tell me there's water. No water? I mean, I still might do it. Like,
because all it takes is one pussy you want.
That's pretty much like what you do to like anyone though, like who you want to convince to do some stuff, and they're just like, you won't do it. Bet you won't. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But for like, whenever I do it to Thomas, he never freaking does it. I'm like, what the? Like, I'm telling you to do it. I'm learning you to do it.
I'm learning.
And like, you don't do it.
All of Ike's ideas are terrible.
Yeah. Not gonna deny that. Cause some stuff, dude. Nah.
Jordan's like, hey, come in this creepy cellar. Ike's like, hey, go hit on all 3 of those girls, but they do have massive boyfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take the cellar. I'll take the cellar.
Yeah. This is true.
Yeah, I feel like the cellar might lead to like a demon haunting you like 6 months from now, but like the hitting on the 3 girls with like big boyfriends, that's gonna get your ass kicked that night.
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
Come on.
You gotta deal with the consequences in there. Like, at least with a demon, like, it'll slowly start to haunt you. Like, you know, it might knock like your candle over real quick that's unlit, and you'll be like, damn, why is that candle on the floor? And then that next thing you know, maybe but like 3 months later is like your whole house is floating off the ground or something like that. So like, at least you know you got 3 months.
From like here to here.
Hey man,
3 months.
It's like,
that demon works quickly.
What scary 3 months? I mean, in those 3 months, your face will be, you know, somewhat healed from the 3 massive boyfriends. I mean, it won't be all the way healed. Like,
maybe that demon just took a bet of $35,000 to ruin somebody's life.
That's what I think happened. It's like, you know what?
He's like, I'll do it. Fuck it. Oh man.
Or he kills you because you took that bet. You're like, hey, I could go without showering. Yeah, no, this guy's gross as fuck. God,
the demon's like, fuck that. Like, I was about to do it, but do you smell that fucking house? Like, it's terrible.
Smells like someone died in there. And I've lived in a dead house.
And I am dead.
Oh my god.
Hypothetical question number 2. Oh, I like this one. If you had to lose 2 limbs, which 2 would you choose?
2 limbs?
So you could go any combo. You could go all arms, you could go all legs, you could go one of each.
My left arm. It's my least favorite. So
I would have to go with the
left arm. I don't know. I don't know if I want to lose a leg.
Yeah, me neither. I like to walk.
I used to think that too, but like I've heard this argument brought up, like your legs are way more replaceable versus like they don't have much of the technology to like recreate what you can do with your fingers. Dude, especially I can't pick up my dog because she's so fucking fat.
I'd so choose
with only one arm.
I'd so choose one of each, because then after that I'd be like, all right, so I'd be like you. I'd need my right arm. I need that stuff.
Absolutely.
So I'd definitely get rid of my left arm, and then I'd probably get rid of my. I don't care which leg.
You know what? I'm
leg.
going left arm, left leg, and I want to be bionic.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting ready to say.
On that side, I want to be bionic.
Dude, oh my god, that'd be freaking crazy. Because actually, I'd probably do like some opposite stuff to where like it'd be like if the left arm's gone, then I'll take the right leg off and then get some bionic stuff. Because then like someone will like say like I get into like a fight or something like that. Then, you know, they'll be looking, if they duck my bionic arm, then I got a right leg to like...
You have a right bionic leg?
Like, seriously fuck them up. Like, seriously fuck up their life.
I'm definitely gonna go left arm, left leg.
Okay.
I feel like, you know what?
Yeah.
What about, you said limbs, right? Damn, but I can't do that.
Yeah, any of these four, you have to lose two, so you have to lose half.
Okay.
That's a good choice. Left arm, left leg.
I'm going all left side bionic.
I'm assuming those are your like less dominant.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I love my right arm and I love my left leg. Or my right leg.
I
Sorry.
wish I could get like a freaking like a spine thing or something too. So then if I jump crazy high, then I could my spine could absorb the shock without breaking the shit out of my back.
I think you watch too many superhero movies.
Dude.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
I don't
Reinforce your spine.
I'd definitely get my spine reinforced to take a lot of pressure.
Dude, long term that would help out.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, long term that would help. Man, if I reinforced my lower back, I'd have no more pain.
Dude, that'd be great.
Isn't there like a superhero movie where he runs something up is there, there's something reinforced with the spine, or maybe it's in the neck. I don't know. Maybe this is just a movie.
I don't know. Cause I'm trying to think. Cause I am I don't know. I fuck with comic books and stuff like that, but I don't know.
The only thing I can really think of is Wolverine, but all of his bones are adamantium, so he's reinforced all over.
They're made out of what?
Adamantium.
Adamantium.
Is that a real
No,
That's
okay.
that's fake.
Because he has adamantium skeleton and then the healing factor and stuff like that. And of course it's claws.
That's the only thing I can think of. But I also feel like there was something where it was reinforced.
Oh, I feel like I've seen it. I don't know. Fuck it, but
Okay. All right.
so you go left, all left side,
All left, yeah.
bionic. What's up? What would you go?
Dude, I'd cross it up. I'd be left arm gone, right leg gone, bionic, fucking life's up.
I think that's what I would go too.
That.
Did you say fucking lights up? Is that what you
Fucking life's up, dude.
Oh.
Oh, dude, and then
I think you
imagine
said
this.
lights
Imagine this, dude. Okay, so you got your bionic arms and stuff like that. You can hack into systems, bro. I'm hacking all cash registers.
Wow,
Nah, I'm gonna plug myself in, and I'm gonna get cash.
get money.
I'm gonna absorb debit. That sounds so dumb.
Yeah, no, I think we're done with that one.
How many cards did you swipe today? About 50,000. Alright, yeah. I got you.
I'm just imagining you vagina punching vagina uppercutting a cash register and then hacking it and get 50 bitcoins.
He's just,
Oh my god, dude. That's probably what I do too. I hack into the system and give me some bitcoins.
I can see Ike being yeah, I'm gonna hack this register, and he just starts punching the shit out of it, and it opens, and he's like, see what I did there? He just starts taking the money.
He's didn't even feel it.
Bionic.
So if you have a bionic arm, does that mean you no longer jerk off? You give yourself hand jobs?
I know.
Because it's not you?
I ain't touching that.
You're not touching that?
I can't.
No, I have a normal. I
have my right arm, man.
It feels like someone else is doing it.
Nah, dude.
I'm going right arm.
What if you have
You're
a
sticking with the right arm?
malfunction?
Hell yeah.
You're just training.
You gotta think, man. You gotta think. What if you have a malfunction while you are doing that? Yeah,
Too much grip.
like a malfunction, or just you try to grab, try to let go of it, and you can't.
What if someone hacks your system?
Exactly, dude. You get hacked, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But how do they hack you? How do they hack
I
you?
have no idea.
Via Wi-Fi. Your arm has Wi-Fi. It's a Wi-Fi system as well. You constantly have Wi-Fi through your arms and your legs.
His arm has Bluetooth, and it also has a speaker.
Dude,
come on.
So does that mean any place you go, if I go to Hardee's right now and they don't have Wi-Fi, then I can't tie my shoe? Is this thing dependent on Wi-Fi?
No. It literally has Wi-Fi built inside of it. It's already it's its own router.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? In your arm, and it has its own code too. So then, if you want people to get your Wi-Fi code, you just gotta be give them your little charter card.
So I guess the way they could hack it is they could just grab it on with their bionic arms if they have bionic arms.
Yeah, I guess.
Would you be the only person in the world with bionic?
Off.
Or one of the few?
Fuck no, dude. Because we're gonna lead the revolution though. We're gonna be the starters of this shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like once
then when Skynet takes over, it's the Terminator movies.
Nah, dude, we're gonna be iRobot. It's gonna be iRobot. 'Cause, you know, Will Smith had some robotic parts.
He has a robotic arm.
Yeah, and iRobot.
Oh, spoiler alert! If anyone hasn't seen that movie,
too late.
If anyone hasn't seen that movie,
Like if you haven't seen iRobot, that movie's been out for a solid like 10 years. It feels like you're late. Sorry.
To be fair, I did watch that for the first time like less than a year ago.
Really?
Yeah.
That movie is fucking great. I don't care
That's
what
a good
anyone
movie.
says. That movie's awesome. But the last Terminator that I remember like me like liking a lot though too was the one with Christian Bale in it, because that one's really good. I feel like anything Christian Bale is in is fucking amazing.
What movie?
Terminator.
Oh,
You don't remember the one with Christian Bale?
it's been a while since I've seen the Terminator movies.
You're trash.
I'm sorry. That's just a comeback from when we were talking about how ugly he was earlier. So
True.
Dang it, dude.
He had to get a little jab at you.
exactly. Yeah. No, I'll take that one. I feel like mine was more offensive. So
You want to know something, dude? I don't like the way you talk to me.
Ooh.
Screw off, jerk.
Well, here's a question for you. Thomas has a good answer to this. We were talking about this upstairs. Would you rather forget who you were or who everyone else is? Some Jason Bourne type ish right here.
Dude, I'd rather forget who I am. Cause so then, like, I could. I feel like forgetting who you are would be pretty much like a new start for yourself, minus like. Because it's weird. I feel like I'd rather it'd be like a new start for yourself, because like in a sense you did forget who the fuck your own self is.
Right.
So I feel like from there you could kind of just build from that. But I feel like that it depends on what point in your life that you're in. So say you're in your 20s or something like that. Because maybe in that point in time you might like, whenever you forget who you are, maybe you like learn a new skill that you couldn't learn before, because you mentally in your mind was just like, man, I cannot possibly do that. But the new you is like, dude, I can do whatever the fuck I want. You don't know.
I think I am the opposite. I'd much rather know who I am versus knowing everyone else around me.
Dude.
Because then I can just make new friends, and then Ike's gone, and that's problem solved.
That's not a problem. That's a solution.
Yeah, we'll fix that. So yeah, no, I'm good with that. My answer.
Dude, I'm just saying. I think it'll be super tight to kind of like get a whole new mindset and stuff like that. Unless it's like a negative mindset, but like if you get like an awesome ass positive mindset on just everything in life, dude, you can do anything, man. Like for real. Like just learn.
Well, that's just assuming that you forget who you are, and then you come back as a super positive person.
Yeah.
I just think that'll work. Because then you got like,
there are infinite possibilities you could come back as. But
you could literally
True
come.
that.
You could
I'm saying-
you could
I'm just
come
saying
back
in
and be
a
like, I love
positive
drugs, and be addicted to
yeah,
drugs.
but that too. But like in a way too, I guess it kind of depends on the people that you surround yourself with. Like at the end of the day, because I mean, like,
Yeah.
if you say, you still got your friends around you, and your friends kind of made you who you are in a way as well. So, I mean, it's either you'll come back as the same person, or you'll come back even better of a person. I guess it just depends on the people that you're around.
Yeah, true.
So, it's just going
Who
to
else can kind of recollect who you are?
Mm-hmm. True that. Yeah, you'll recollect who you are in a sense also. But then, too, like...
Would you be... so if you didn't know who you were, would you still be hanging out with the same people?
I mean, I'm pretty sure the same people would end up coming around me anyways if I just lost my... Like, is it just a loss of memory through, like, something traumatic, or is it just, like, you woke up and you just don't know anything? You just had amnesia?
Yeah, let's just say you woke up having... Yeah. Both situations, you just wake up one day at, let's say, whatever age you are now. You wake up tomorrow, and then you're like, wow, I forgot who I am, or I forgot who everybody else is.
Now the other thing is once you wake up from this, right, and say I forget who you guys were, right, would I then be able to form new memories? So if you and I, like, I knew you before, I forgot about you, and then you and I, like, become friends again, right? Would I then be able to know who you are after that fact?
Yeah. From then on,
so
our
I can make
relationship
memories
would be
from then on.
continued from then on.
Yeah, no, I would probably want to know who I was.
I agree.
And I would, forget everyone else.
I see both sides, right?
And then make friends.
Because my whole sense, this is gonna be like a weird, like, if you forget your friends, then aren't you essentially forgetting who you are in a way as well? Because you're, like I said, it goes back to your friends kind of.
No, because you would remember like life experiences, like big things.
But how would you remember life experiences without your friends? Like
you would just I feel like you would just forget like their name or like how you knew them, but you would always kind of know that like.
I feel like your friends, like whenever you say forget your friends, you're forgetting their personality.
Okay, so what about this? You're like. You remember, like, hey, I was in a big car accident. Say you were there. But I don't remember who you two were, so I'm just like, yeah, I was in a car accident, but I don't remember who I was with.
Okay.
So you would remember like events, but you wouldn't necessarily remember who was there at.
So, like, for example, like earlier, whenever we were remembering, like going to that haunted place with the doll in it, then we would remember that exact experience.
We would remember the experience. We'd remember the feelings. We would remember. But you just wouldn't remember who you were with. You'd be like, yeah, obviously I was there with someone. I wouldn't go alone. I'm not a crazy person. But you wouldn't necessarily remember who it was that was there with you.
Okay.
So then that's the, like, so you remember who you are. Excuse me. But you wouldn't, like, the whole... Who I was with is just totally just gone. Like,
yes.
All that's gone. So you just went by yourself in the sense, in your mind. Then.
No, like I just said, I would know that I was probably there with some people, right? I just don't like who's Jordan? Like, so if someone else was like, oh, you were there with so and so, I'd be like, I don't know who that is.
So then this goes back to that. This goes back to that. So you say who's Jordan? You forgot who Jordan is as a person. And maybe Jordan, in a way, influenced you to become such a way. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're forgetting all your friends, like I'm saying, it kind of
You would still be that way, you just wouldn't remember how you got that way.
Yeah.
Because that person would still have the impact on your personality. You would still be all the, like, collective... I guess just like a collection of information and experiences, but not like...
So think about your personality right now and think about your morals. You keep all that. If you restart yourself, you basically lose all of that. So you would forget all of your life experiences, but you would remember the people, and people would come up to you like Jordan and be like, "Hey, remember when you and I went to that haunted place?" And you'd be like, "No, I don't whatsoever." You see, and it'd be the reverse. It'd be like, "Hey, I wouldn't know who you were," but you'd be like, "Thomas, do you remember when we went to that haunted place?" And I'd be like, "I remember the place. I didn't know that you were there."
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
And I think both of these questions are actually more common questions than you would think, like growing up. Because I think a big part of growing up is you question who you are as a person. Like whenever, especially like in dark times, like you're let's say you're going out for the baseball team, or like sophomore year, you're trying to make varsity this year. You're really like digging deep, like, who am I? Oh yeah, I'm a hardworking person. You like constantly, you kind of have to remind yourself, but you also ask the question like pretty frequently, who are my real friends? So I guess the answer, or the question that's going to lead to the most sanity, is what I would choose personally. And I would go, I think, knowing who you are and then figure out your friends again, because inevitably, like, you're gonna have friends that still come back and like, I'm so sorry that happened.
And either way, I feel like you are going, like, you're not gonna fully forget either way, because I feel like if you hang out with the same people, they're gonna fill you in on shit that happened.
True. So that'd be kind of fun too, like, in a way, like, I did that shit, no way.
Like, wow, I was very crazy, or wow, I was very dumb. And you guys were like, yeah, but we love you, man.
I guess that would make more sense, though. It's kind of like keep your own, like, keep the memories and just be like, yo, like, I'll just let you guys fill me in on the stuff, because I don't know. But at the end of the day, too, because whenever you said, like, it's like it goes back to figuring yourself out. I guess is the wording that you use, like, kind of figuring out who you are. Kind of figure, like, I feel like as a human being, you'll never kind of figure out who you are because you need way more time on this earth to kind of figure that out. because you never know. You can't experience everything in one lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, maybe say like, okay, right now I like doing video and stuff like that. But then there might be something else that I haven't tried yet or haven't done yet that I might end up loving way more than just messing around with video and stuff like that.
Totally.
And there might be something other than whatever the heck So say like I said, right now I like messing with video. I might be good at fucking around with tech. I just never fucking tried messing around with tech. And then say I like messing around with tech, and I decide, hey, I'm gonna mess around with tech. Then I'm like, yo, I'm gonna see what's up with installing floors. I might fuck around and like installing floors. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about just like.
Isn't that what college is for?
I mean, yeah, it is. But even through college, you can't experience everything. You can't like experiment with everything. Yeah, because it's just like I don't know, dude.
I agree. And with that being said, like, isn't the best way to just be experimental and just try fucking everything?
Have an open mind.
Yeah.
I mean, besides all the negative stuff, like we don't endorse doing heroin and other things. No, that's a no. So yeah, I guess more so like the positive things in terms of like hobbies and things like that. Because even so, like, there might even be some other things that I feel like that kind of go out of hobbies that you might end up liking to do and stuff like that.
I feel like you might be able to figure yourself out with restrictions, because like you have to like now, like you know, if you're poor or if you're rich, like if you're poor you might not have the option to go to college, so you figure out something that you're really good at that, you know, didn't involve you going to college. Or, you know, I feel like you can find yourself out with restrictions.
Totally.
You kind of have to be a little creative, you know. You're like, hey, maybe I want to do this, or I like this, but I don't have the money for it. So let me figure out a way that I can, you know, make money. It all kind of comes back to money.
Yeah, you gotta kind of implement some like creative problem solving to that. Totally.
Yeah.
No, I get that. Yeah, because then, whenever restrictions are placed on you, I guess it kind of goes back to the ideas like what if LeBron James never picked up a basketball? What if you just never tried something that you figure out you're great at, or even better, that you love, like you just fall in love with, you're just super passionate about it. Yeah, I agree. And I also agree with the college thing. That I think that's a great part of college. I think college is all about trying. I don't think GPA is that important. That's just my personal opinion. I think what college is all about is getting through those classes,
getting yourself out there,
fucking everything, man.
Getting yourself out there, trying new things, meeting new people, drinking a lot. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Life is weird, man. Straight up. Cause I think it was Monday. I went down to my dad's house, and we were talking about like people in general and stuff like that. And he like came at me with like this crazy like, and it's crazy as hell, but at the same time in my mind it kind of made sense. He was like, us as humans are what did he say? Oh my god, it was some crazy shit, dude. Oh my god, no, screw that. Because I don't want to, no, screw that, because that'll bring up a new topic and stuff like that. I'm not trying to do that right now. You got the topics, man.
Oh, it's cool. I don't care. We can just free flow with it if you want. As long as it's not too personal. Like,
no. It's not personal shit. Like, it's some shit that kind of got me like thinking for a second, and I'm like, wow.
Oh, bring it up. Totally.
Because it's like, okay, so I was over at my dad's house on Monday, and we were just, we were with, my brother and my sister and stuff like that, and just talking down in the basement. And then my dad was like, we got to talking about like the 1%ers and stuff like that, and
right.
5%ers and stuff like that, and as well as that. And then we got on the topic of what, I guess in a sense, humans kind of are, or like the consciousness of humans and stuff like that, and like what you are to me and what Thomas is to me and stuff like that. And this is what we got. This is what he said. He says, we as humans are are gods in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like you as a person, you're truly not there, and Thomas truly isn't there. And to Thomas, and you know, for Thomas, I'm not there, and to you, I'm not here. But in a way, we're each other's emotions in a sense. Like, you might be that side of me that's more philosophical, and I'm talking to my more philosophical side.
So you're saying, like, the people you allow into your life or that you meet, like, in this experience of life kind of bring out different sides of you because, like you said, like, okay, for example, with this podcast, like, I've noticed with you guys, I'm a lot goofier with you guys than, like, let's say, I don't know, like, I had a, let's say I had like a business owner or something on, and like I'm going to be a little bit more serious. I'm going to ask him more, maybe not as philosophical of questions or hypothetical questions, probably not joke around as much, but more like questions about his life versus you guys. Like, you guys are the homies, so we kind of like laugh and joke around more. So you guys bring out that sense of humor side. Is that kind of what you're referring to?
It's kind of like, it's pretty much like that. So like I said, like, and maybe like, to Thomas, for example, like, maybe I'm his more goofier side to him, and Thomas is actually talking to himself. Like, none of us exist, in a sense, to each other. Like, because it was so, the way he worded it, like, made so much sense, and I'm trying to, like, get it to the point to where it kind of, it clicks again in my mind. Because it was like, the way he said it, I was just like, dang, dude, that blew my mind. Like, that's some crazy shit.
Ike's like, hold on, let me go to my car. You're like, I think I might have an answer now.
It all makes sense.
Because okay, so now it's gonna go back. It's gonna go back to fucking religion and stuff like that. So okay. So first he says, God made the world, or made Earth in the 7 days or whatever, right? So then he made man, you know, Adam and Eve, blah blah blah, and he said, what did he say? Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have even brought this up because I need to remember this.
No, it happens to me all the time. Trust me, it's cool.
It was like some shit to where I was like, whoa, just like what? But like,
well, the fact that you can't remember it like in full, like that also kind of gives it some backing on how complex the thought probably is. Yeah,
dude, it was some shit. I honestly wish I could remember exactly what he said. I gotta freaking ask him again and just get his take on that, because I might end up, if you do this again and I'm on here, then I'll bring it back up.
Okay.
But because I'll have a more refreshed mind on it. But
ask your dad and just write it down.
Dude, oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna have him write it down or something.
Dude, I totally believe that though. Like, I kind of believe like people are drugs in a way. Like, everybody's just like a different drug, and they bring different parts of you out. And that's the cool thing about kind of expanding your comfort zone and not hanging out with somebody that's like, I guess, ordinary, as mundane to the people that you might surround yourself with typically. Because like, especially like foreigners, like somebody from another country who grew up with a different perspective than you had in your life. Like, I think that's cool because they can bring out a side of you that you didn't even know existed.
Exactly, because they kind of have like this new they actually, in a sense, they do, because they're a foreigner, they're coming over to a foreign country to them, you know what I'm saying? So they're bringing their whole perspective of what they grew up with in said country and bringing it over here, and you become friends with them, and you kind of start picking up these things from them as well, and getting getting a new habit or something like that, or maybe he explained something like over in his country that, you know, wasn't so, you know, I guess well or whatever, or something that wasn't so great in his life, and he kind of brings it over to you and makes you appreciate whatever you have going over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I definitely feel you with that though, like, kind of like experiencing new people and kind of getting their take on everything that they've gone through, and kind of making you, like, I guess, appreciate them in a sense, and then yourself also, you know?
Totally.
So,
and like you said, like, what you have, especially if you meet somebody from like, who grew up in like a third world country or something, and they come over here and they're just so grateful to like things that you just take like as everyday normal life experiences that you just become like kind of immune to and so desensitized to. That's cool. That's really cool.
Because I remember too, whenever all of us, it was me, you, and Steven, and me, you, and Steven, and we went down to...
Wait, you three?
Yeah, and we went down to visit you, down at Mo State.
Are you talking about? Was Alex there too?
No,
time?
no. This is the time that he wasn't.
So that was Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween.
Yeah. Okay, totally,
and
totally.
I remember, I think it was you.
Debo was there as well.
Yeah, Debo was there. Debo was there for sure. I remember that now. But I think it was you who had a friend or something like that who was from like some part of Africa or something like that. Or
I have a buddy from Nigeria down at school, but I don't think you would have met him.
Because I believe he got hit with a golf club in his ear. I remember that.
Oh, he was from Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy's had a crazy life.
Yeah,
that guy's had a crazy
and I remember
life.
that's the one thing I remember about that dude is whenever he got hit with the golf club, and then I remember someone, I think it was you, who told me like what happened to him in his life and stuff like that, and I'm just like, dang, dude, like that's rough.
Dude, that guy. Can I tell you like a real quick overview of his life? Not to get, I won't say any names because I don't know if he'd appreciate me bringing this up without his permission.
For sure.
I'd like to have him to have sovereignty over his personal experiences.
Exactly.
But anyway, nameless person, doesn't matter who. So this dude grew up. Somehow his parents had like some ties in the Ethiopian government, right? He grew up in Africa, or in Ethiopia specifically. Apparently, when he was over there, he got chased by hyenas one night, and he like slammed the door behind him. And no joke, dude, right after he slammed the door, bang! Like hyenas are hitting on the door right behind him, like right after he slams the door. Anyway, somehow, since his parents have ties over in the Ethiopian government, they get shipped off to St. Louis, but they have no they don't have any. I guess they don't have enough money to afford to put them in like a nice part of St. Louis, so they put them in like the ghetto. Apparently, these are his words, not mine. I'm just rephrasing what he told me one night. And so he grows up in this rougher part of town in downtown St. Louis. Ends up one day he and his best friend go to play soccer in like the city, and apparently they were in like I guess a bad part of town or somebody else's like gang territory.
You telling me this, yeah.
Dude, so they walk up to the car, get in, and they see this other car pull up, and he said he saw a window start going down. As soon as he saw the window go down, he hit the floor, which like any of us, I'm assuming, at least me, I know for sure, I can speak for myself, I would not know what to do, but he said he knew exactly what to do because he had grown up in this part of town. He hits the floor, he watches his best friend get shot in the fucking head right then and there. Yeah, and then now apparently he's like a millionaire. Like his parents are millionaires, so he's literally gone from rags to riches, and like he almost died from fentanyl too. But anyway,
jeez,
yeah. Not intentionally, coke, but yeah.
I mean, they actually do that crap too, though. Like, cause that's what the whole like the Lil Peep situation or whatever, like that rapper. Mm-hmm. He did like Xanax or something on his like tour bus or something like that, and apparently the Xanax that he bought or whatever, or some along those lines, but the Xanax that he had basically had fentanyl in it.
Oh.
And literally, like, you know, one of his friends was like, you know, recording him and stuff like that, because Lil Peep was a regular to doing Xanax and stuff like that. So of course his friend was like, "Oh, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing?" Blah blah blah, recording him, this, that, and the other. It turns out that, you know, he was overdosing on that fentanyl stuff, and he ended up dying from the fentanyl. So his friend literally, like, was recording him dying and didn't even know it. So, yeah, dude, that stuff is real, man. That stuff's
crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's why you don't mess with the people that you don't trust with your, Well,
you guys do know that there's a
vices.
synthetic fentanyl. It's like car fentanyl, and it's a powder substance, and it's more potent. Like literally, you can get a little bit of it on your skin and overdose.
No.
Yeah, like they, my work sent out an email to all of the employees. Like it was this serious. Hey, if your patient is covered in a white powder, or if you find a bag of white powder, don't touch it. Like, don't do anything. You need to protect yourself first. It could be this, this synthetic fentanyl, and it's taking it like it is hospitalizing first responders, because first responders are just responding to the scene and not knowing that is a thing, and then getting exposed, like getting themselves exposed to it, and basically ending up in the hospital also.
That is insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy that it could just touch your skin.
Yeah, I might still have the email.
That's lethal.
That's some real shit, dude. That is some real shit.
That's a real problem going on.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I never even heard of fentanyl until...
Yeah, I know, dude.
I did. What was it? I don't know. The recent months.
Mm.
And now it's like a real problem. Like I saw Riff Raff tweeted some... he's like, nobody do cocaine anymore because there's this thing called fentanyl in it and you can OD on it really easy or something. And I was like, I don't know. The point of me bringing that up is that it's being recognized as a big problem now, and before it was just going completely unnoticed. At least I never heard of it.
Because the reason why I know it is just strictly the reason from what I just told you guys, just that rapper in particular dying. I never really I heard of Lil Peep and stuff like that, but I never really listened to him and stuff like that. It kind of I don't know. He didn't really catch my attention and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, I got friends and stuff who listen to him, but I still don't to this day. I mean, it's nothing against him. But
I knew nothing about it until I had a buddy come on the podcast the other day, and he was describing the same thing. He was telling how he died, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
That stuff, yeah, man. That drug stuff is real, dude, for sure. If you don't trust your dealer, leave that stuff alone, dude. Straight up.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
Leave it alone.
It's really, really ethically wrong to me, and obviously you guys as well. But just if somebody is going to make the choice of doing cocaine, right? Personally, it's not for me. But if you go ahead and you want to do cocaine, I don't care. Go ahead, but you should have complete and total sovereignty over what is going into your body, because that could end your life. That's so they're literally murderers. These drug dealers doing this to other people. They're murdering them. That's what it is at the core, and that's so fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Because I mean, it's a kind of a choice on both sides. Because I mean, you know what's going into your body because you yourself decided, hey, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna go buy said drug from this drug dealer.
Right.
You already know if anyone who does cocaine, anyone who does all that stuff, know the risk of doing cocaine and doing too much of it. You know what I'm saying? So, if you buy a crap load of cocaine and you decide, hey, I'm going to do all this cocaine tonight, you yourself and your drug dealer killed you. You know what I'm saying?
But if it's laced with fentanyl, then it takes a much smaller amount, and then one line can put you out.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Then that's whenever it kind of goes back to the drug dealer. He himself actually killed you. Because, I mean, I feel like he had a part in putting that, that substance inside of what you were getting ready to do. You yourself, I mean, you do have the risk of ODing on cocaine as it is, but you didn't, as you were doing cocaine, you didn't expect there to be fentanyl inside of what you
exactly,
were
doing. That takes any choice you have in the matter of what you're putting into your own body.
Yeah, kind of a way.
And then, so at that point, it's deceptive. It's complete deception and deceiving from the dealer to the consumer at that point, to the one putting in their body, which in my opinion that's 100% the fault of the dealer. I mean, you could argue but they put the cocaine, but they thought they were buying cocaine. They wanted, I'm assuming if they're gonna take cocaine, they want a nice feeling for that night. I don't know, a good high or whatever, for that period of time. They're not obviously not trying to do fentanyl. They had no intention of doing fentanyl that night, so. I don't think they're at fault at all. Yeah, they're doing an illegal substance.
Yeah, exactly. But it's kind of like you said, they didn't say, hey, I'm going to do fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? They're saying, hey, I'm going to do cocaine tonight.
Where's the choice? Where's the sovereignty in that? None.
Exactly. So then, I guess, and plus, too, the deal. This is what goes back to it, too. The dealer knows what fucking fentanyl does. He did kill you. At the end of the day, that dealer did kill you.
What if your dealer... is just the middleman, right? He buys in bulk from somebody, and that person is the one who's cutting it with stuff, and the dealer doesn't even know what the guy before him cut it with.
That's
he just knows that, hey, I got a shit ton of cocaine I got to sell. You know what I mean?
Ultimately, but whose fault it is the desensitized dealer who's thinking out of personal gain. That's whose fault it is.
I agree.
What are the motives to put fentanyl in it?
don't know. Dude.
I don't know. They cut it with all sorts. They cut cocaine with all sorts of stuff.
It's kind of like.
But what fentanyl?
No idea.
Because that kind of goes back to just mindset in the whole too. Like, why do people get shot in the streets and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, no one. Maybe it might be just a personal gain to them. Maybe it might be just like some stuff to where. I don't know.
Some gang rivalry or something
gang
like that.
Rivalry or something like that. I mean, it could be a multitude of purposes whenever it goes back to that. So,
like, I get the point of like cutting it with other substances in the cocaine, but like to maximize profit. I understand that if it's harmless, I get it. It's
like
deceptive. It's dishonest. But I get it. You know,
Mm.
but why are they killing their customers? Like economically, it doesn't make sense either.
Mm.
I've heard like with heroin, like people that are addicted to heroin, like whenever they find out that somebody died from this shit, like the real fiends come out. They're like, oh, it's good enough that somebody died, and then they're like, it creates demand. Like that makes no sense to me. But like we're also talking about people that are addicted to heroin and their mindset.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of for their
crazy.
mindset, it's just like they hear about it and they're just like, wow, it was that good for them to die. I guess in a sense, like I don't know. I've never done heroin. I'm never gonna do heroin, but like I don't know. That's some weird stuff. I'd never heard of that myself either. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is the first time I've really heard of that.
I heard that from like a
transported
friend.
people on heroin. I've transported people
you.
on meth. I've transported people who have pulled out like crack pipes and lighters and baggies of weed. Just like there was this one guy who really takes the cake in crazy. We get this. It's a 911, so we're responding on a 911. We get downtown. They're like, hey, cops will be there. Cops are going to secure the scene. We get there, dude, and there's a guy sitting on the curb, shirtless, without shoes. He's got like jeans on, and this dude's like 6'5", like 250 pounds.
Wow.
With like 7 cops standing around him, all with their tasers drawn. This dude, I guess the call came out that he was trying to break into the church that was across the street, and then like he was yelling stuff, and he was like not only trying to hurt other people around, but like trying to hurt himself. And he admitted to one of the officers that before they got there that he had snorted a large amount of crack.
Sounds like PCP. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you either. I don't know what he ingested, but he was certainly high. And this dude was like, literally, like I said, like he's a big dude. Like he's bigger. Like he's way bigger than I am. And 7 cops all standing around him, all with their tasers drawn. And
did they tase him? Do you know?
I have no like to
settle him down.
Yeah, to like arrest him. I have no idea.
Okay.
No idea.
I didn't know if he had.
I just know that he was. I just know that when we got there, he was handcuffed, and they were all standing there. Like they were all just standing around, waiting for us to get there, obviously, because we were going to transport. So we put him in the back of the ambulance. Cop went with us because he was still handcuffed, and drove to the hospital the whole time. He's just yelling stuff like, "I killed your God. You can call me this name. You can call me that name." Like he's just yelling real like he asked me, he's like, do you know who your God is? And I was like, I'm pretty sure you killed him. You told me that when we got here. He's just like, yeah, that's what I thought. And I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go back to not talking to you. No, but yeah, we transported that guy and dropped him off the hospital. But yeah, dude, he takes the cake on like crazy people that I've like transported.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he's a massive dude. Like if he really wanted to, like he could have snapped and like hurt a decent number of people.
Have you ever had a patient like in the back of an ambulance responding like very violently or anything like that?
Yeah, I've had patients like turn violent. Normally, we have like soft restraints, so we can soft restraint you, like basically strap you down to the stretcher. I've had to use those a couple times. I don't know. A lot of the time you can just like, calm them down. It's like, hey, you called me. I'm not here like bothering your day. Like someone called because someone needed help.
Okay.
Like you can normally like reason with somebody or at least calm them down. My partners generally are like, hey, Thomas, they're freaking out. Get back here. Calm them down. And I get in the back and
So that's your job?
I'm like, hey, man, come on. Like, can we just get through this and then we can both go our separate ways? Like, obviously, if you didn't want to get transported, one, you wouldn't be in the back of the ambulance, and two, like, no one would have called. So let's get through this, let's work through this, and let's get you looked at or get you taken care of. And then we don't have to see each other again.
Every ambulance needs a Thomas. Just a reasonable guy. It's like, hey, it's all good.
I'm not the one to like jump to anger. You know what I mean? Like, I'll sit there and I'll reason with you and I'll talk to you like I'm talking to you guys. Like, they're people too. They're just people that need help. So
True.
You talk to them and they settle down. There's a big drug problem in St. Louis, and I've dealt with a lot of people on drugs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because St. Louis, or just Missouri in general, is like the worst for meth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm. And it's not, I don't even know if it's necessarily like the St. Louis area. I feel like it's more further out from the St. Louis area. Like,
I don't remember what the big meth problem is.
I've heard Troy, Jefferson City, or not Jefferson County.
Mm.
And then, I don't even know where the other ones are. Springfield's really bad. I don't know if you guys saw much. Yeah, Springfield. There's a part of town where I used to work there, and like, the people there, it's just terrible. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I hear you.
Yeah, because I know, like, going to, like, most stages down there, because I went a couple times whenever I had a girlfriend down there at the time. And, like, she'd tell me the areas on where to not go and stuff like that as well. And then I think you told me as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you told us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also just hearing things from, like, other people about, like, down in Springfield and stuff like that. And I'm like, dang, dude, I didn't know Springfield was, like, rough like that.
Yeah, right?
Like,
I don't know what the poverty rates are down there, but it's pretty high. It's pretty high.
Hey, it's only getting worse in St. Louis, so.
It's only getting worse, really?
Yeah, it's only getting worse. Oh, man.
What?
It's bad. It's bad.
What was that time whenever we were down in the Springfield and like we were walking to the bar and some lady like comes up to all of us and is just like, "What do you want?" or something?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she's like,
remember what you're talking about.
like one of us was like a car or something like that.
It was we were all walking down to down, I guess, to the bars, or where we going to?
Yeah, we were walking to the
party?
bars. Yeah, no, we were walking to the bars.
Okay, because we were closer to the bars. I remember where we were, and basically we're like on the outskirts. We're not in downtown yet.
With you guys?
Yeah,
you were.
Okay, because I know at one point Debo and I like walked away.
No, that was like later in the night.
Okay,
like, whenever you guys did.
Okay,
I don't remember what happened before or after this, but I remember that encounter with this girl. She was really drunk. She was really drunk. She was being really goofy. And we just had fun with her. Like, we just went with it. Like,
not fun like that. But yeah, it was just super freaking weird. Because I remember being like, I definitely feel like she did some voodoo on me, like, after this experience.
Yeah, we all said that.
Yeah. I'm like, what is going on?
Blocked her out. Don't remember her whatsoever. Maybe she voodooed me. Like, to forget.
You're gonna forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember like specifics, but I remember that encounter, and I remember she was very bizarre. We all were left with more questions than answers.
That is the dead truth.
I think I got out of that experience better than the rest of you guys.
That's because you were like, super drunk, dude. Like super, like you were not Thomas, dude.
Yeah. No, we don't have to bring that up. I think it's cool.
Almost got us murdered. Stop!
We don't have to talk about that.
Almost got us murdered, dude.
Murdered or a fist fight? Like, come on. Two different things.
Yes, man. Jeez.
What object, so not an animal, would you be reincarnated as if you had the choice? Just an inanimate object.
An inanimate object?
Yes.
Dude, I'd probably mess around and be a toilet seat.
I had a feeling you were going to say that shit. No way.
I thought it was going to go a little bit different. But yeah, I could see you being a toilet seat. You weirdo.
I get more ass than a toilet seat.
You weirdo.
Toilet seat, man.
Like you'd be a toilet seat at like Sam's Club. In the men's restroom.
I got this genius idea to be a toilet seat, and he gets totally screwed over.
I want to be in the ladies' bathroom.
Some lumberjack sits down.
A big brawly.
Oh my god, dude.
Ike's like, I regret my decision. I regret my decision. Can I go back?
With a butthole hairier than his face. Like,
can I go back?
Oh man,
I just want to be a napkin now.
use me and throw me away. Like, at least I'm out of the equation after you throw me away. That's hilarious.
what would you be, Thomas?
I don't know. I'll be like a soccer ball or like a baseball or something like that. I think that'd be kind of cool. I would always get to be out on the field. Yeah, I get beaten up. I constantly
Kicked around constantly.
I don't think I would feel it. I'm an inanimate object. I don't have nerves anymore.
That speaks about your personality, man. You just like to get kicked around.
Yeah, I like to get beat up. What can I say?
What would you be?
A beach volleyball. No. Just wherever life takes me, man. Wherever life takes me. No,
It could be a bottle of beer. But I know I'm gonna make people throw up. So.
get thrown away, stepped on.
He'd like to be a pack of crayons. He's wearing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I don't know why I asked you, dude. That crayon, man. I can see it, dude.
That is a hard question. I didn't even put any thought into it.
Yeah, right?
Hey, man. I feel like I'd change my answer.
I hope you change your answer.
No, because I'd probably be a bottle of pink wine. Pink Merlot or something. Because I know a lady's going to drink it. You know where my mind's at.
Always thinking about the ladies.
Yeah, dude. Love the ladies. Feel like Fez.
What about that kind of did sound like Fez. What about like a camera on a laptop of a hot girl?
It would be like a webcam.
Oh, a little webcam.
Yeah, but that camera could go to literally anyone. That's also a gamble, like him being a toilet seat.
True.
I put
It
on
could
my
also
toilet
be
seat.
a dude.
I put on my toilet seat for the label. It'd be for ladies' use only. That's what it'd be labeled.
No, you can't.
That'd be the
you
brand.
get made into something, and then that's you. You don't get to pick a label.
You don't get to choose either.
I said a soccer ball.
I'm talking about you. Don't
I don't care where I get
get
shipped. I'm a soccer
You don't
ball.
get to choose my use or who uses me.
What about a bullet? A bullet. You just get to travel like crazy high speeds.
I mean, that would be crazy, but then I don't want the end result because I hate blood. It creeps me out.
What about just the shooting range? You could land on that. I bet more bullets get shot like
I'd like to be a
for
car.
practice than.
Oh, dude, that would be cool.
And then after a certain period of time, or if someone wrecks me, I get retired. So
There you go.
But if I were to be a car, I'd probably be like something super cool. I'd probably be like a
you'd probably be a Prius.
I'd be a BMW i8.
yeah,
Dude.
definitely a Prius. I
No,
can see it.
i8.
You're definitely fuel efficient. I'll tell you what.
What? What are you saying to me right now? I'd definitely be an i8 though. Just saying, because that's like the dream car. Just saying. I saw one today at whenever I went to go try to get my headlight replaced, and it was expensive, and I was like, no, it's cool. I get it replaced like next week or something.
I'll get it replaced like next year when I need another inspection.
I'm driving dirty right now,
True.
so it's all good. But I saw one there, and I was like, oh my god, sploosh.
Sploosh. What about you?
I think I might go with the bullet.
Bullet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there'd just be so much expectation for like a 2-second just peak of life.
So pretty much you like
This is it. I'm getting it. I'm in the chamber.
Jordan's like, I really hope he has good aim. I hope I'm not going into drywall like the last guy.
Or I hope he's just not shooting me straight up into the sky. And then I'm just gonna be going for life. Like
Some white trash. Hell yeah, America! Pow, pow, pow!
literally, like you're just gonna be floating around, just like aimlessly. Either that, or you're just gonna come back down and just hit somebody. One of the two. But you'll get a longer experience in life.
Hey, man, this is taking forever. I wanted to be done.
Oh yeah, you're right. The second half of life would suck. Like you just be in the ground or something.
Yeah.
You'd be inside something forever. Like
Not just like I'm here, cool.
just chilling.
It's whatever. I'm enjoying life. Maybe they'll come pick me up. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Join being a bullet. Just saying.
Maybe I'll end up in somebody's lunch meat. Ruin a child's day.
What the fuck is this bullet doing inside of my sandwich?
And how did it get in here?
This lunch meat is so thin. How?
And no one saw this. No one saw this bullet. Mom, you made my sandwich
because
earlier.
because of you, that family got to come up because now they could sue the sandwich company.
True.
So you just made someone's life, dude. You made them a multi-millionaire.
And it was all because of me.
Exactly.
But you ain't getting shit of that.
You're just a bullet. That's all you get thrown away. You're like, oh wow, thanks, bullet. Like, okay, throw you away.
Just
You're
a
good.
bullet with the dream.
Just I want to just be shot at a range. That's it. And next thing you know, I ended up in a sandwich. Like,
I don't know how I got here. I just ended up here.
it's hilarious.
Or you could be something like, what's that movie with Seth Rogen that he made about food?
Oh, Sausage Party. Sausage Party.
Have you guys seen that by chance?
I have. Yeah.
I've seen that as well.
Did
That
you guys
is
like it?
I thought it was all right. It was
I don't
very
really remember
Very
like,
ate up.
parts of the movie. Like, I don't remember anything specific. I just remember seeing it, but I just remember it being, like you said, ate up as hell, dude. I'm like,
I would
what's
agree with that, yeah.
going on, dude? Like, crazy stuff.
I bet most people listening to this don't even know what ate up means. Do you know that's like specifically a St. Louis thing?
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that until because whenever I was living in Chicago, I said ate up one time, and somebody turns to me and they're like, "What did you just say?" And I was like, "Ate up, like that's ate up right there." And they're like, "What does that even mean?" And I had to explain it to them. But like, how would you explain the word ate up? Like, if you had explained it to me, what would you?
I would say, like, you were high at one point in time, and you came down, and your mindset is still kind of in that, like, that middle state of being high and not being high. So you kind of just say what's on your mind, and it could come out a little bit weird, I guess is what I would say.
Totally.
Like,
I would say things that are like weird, but are very funny if you were stoned. That's what I kind of feel like it would be.
It's kind of like indirectly correlated to like marijuana. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, regardless if it is or not. Like that's how the word is kind of it's kind of like a really abstract thought too at the same time.
because I mean, it's
I would
weird
say an
because it's like,
abstract thought.
yeah,
Definitely.
because it's like,
Very, very out there.
Yeah.
for sure, because it's like you say it. I guess in a sense around people who know what it means, you kind of don't even think twice about it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I've been to Chicago as well, and then I remember going to Chicago and talking to this girl, and she told me that I sound country, and I'm like, I sound country? Like, you kind of never pay attention to the way you sound and talk and stuff like that until someone actually from another part of, you know, the country or whatever tells you how you sound, and you're like,
True.
sound that way?
Which, fuck her, you do not sound You sound clear and concise.
But the thing is, too, though, like, you're from Missouri as well. So, in a sense, you're maybe desensitized to the way I talk as well.
You could also be country.
Yeah, and
True.
you could also be country as well. So, I don't know. Until we kind of get that outside perspective on, like, say we go to California or something like that, and, you know, we talk to a bunch of people, and they're just like, wow, you guys sound country as hell.
I've been on cruises and I've talked to people from all over, and they always like will point out, they'll be like, you sound like you have an accent. You sound like you have like this sort of accent. You sound like you have this sort of accent. But whenever I ask them, I'd be like, so what sort of accent do you think I have? And they'd be like, not, you don't have one. Like, you just talk.
That's how I think, yeah.
You just talk normally. Like, I don't know how to describe you. I was just like, I don't know what that means, but okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. So.
I've always gotten that. Sometimes, like, I'll just be like, I'll do, like, the whole, like, Nelly St. Louis thing, or not Nelly, I guess Nelly in the sense in, like, Chingy type thing, and just be like, you know, some's, like, right there, some's right here, you know, something like that. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
sometimes
no,
I
you sound country.
Yeah, whenever I do that is whenever, because now, like, lately,
He's got the flannel.
Right?
lately, I've been
It's the
catching
flannel in the
myself.
hat. That's what it is.
But yeah, lately I've been catching myself on saying stuff like that. So then whenever I go places, then people will have to actually guess where I'm from. So,
Ooh.
yeah, dude. But, I don't know. Lately, but still, people are always like, dude, you sound country. I'm like, I don't need it still. Because I remember still being in Nashville as well. And people were like, you sound country. And I'm like, I'm in
Nashville?
Yeah,
You're just like, dude,
I'm in Nashville.
You have a southern accent, not country.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm in Nashville right now. What are you talking about? Like, who are you?
See, that's it. That's just so hard for me to imagine because I think you talk completely normal. You're right, like that outside perspective.
It definitely takes like an outside perspective, and then people are like, you sound this way, you sound that way, and I'm like, I start thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I do sound that way. Like, let me catch myself a couple of times whenever I talk and just see exactly how I sound and then try and catch myself. Because then too, like, I guess I'll also catch myself whenever I hear myself talk in recordings and stuff as well.
Okay,
I'll be like, dang, is that really the way that I sound?
Everybody's had that experience in life. Like, oh shit, that's what I really sound like. Yeah, that's really what you sound like. No way.
Like when you and I were doing that interview, whenever we were setting up. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Oh, are you talking about?
Basement?
Yeah.
And we were like, man, is that really how we sound? Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's like that's a weird, yeah.
It's weird hearing your own voice. I feel like on a recording.
And you always feel like it's not accurate.
Yeah, you're like, that's not me.
Well, what color hair would you guys say I have? Like just give you a whole little 360 view. You know, I just turn my neck all the way around.
Just some extra side stuff. Yeah. I'd say you're a brunette, man.
Yeah,
that's what I would say as well. But whenever I was living in Chicago, I was a blonde. Nothing changed.
I could see like dirty blonde, but you have like a.
They said like
color.
strictly blonde. Like they literally said I was a blonde.
That literally like goes back.
I think your hair's too dark.
That goes back to the whole dress thing. And it's like, what color is this dress? You're like,
I think your hair's too dark.
What are you talking about?
I agree.
I definitely. Feel
I can see like dirty blonde, but like really dirty blonde. I mean, you are really dirty blonde. So.
Well, you are really dirty.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm actually 2 weeks into this 3-month thing where I don't shower, but I use deodorant.
So now my blonde hair turns strictly brown.
That would be super disgusting.
But yeah, I think it was just because everybody I was friends with was Hispanic at that school, so
this when you were in school in Chicago?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's what I just assumed it was. I was like, I don't know why, because obviously my hair color didn't change. Yeah. Just the people I was surrounded by changed. I just thought that was hilarious because I have never been called a blonde my entire life until I went there.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I would not consider you blonde. But the good old days when you were up there.
True. You visited me, yeah.
That long road trip. Oh, man.
I love Chicago.
You were the only people that come through. Respect.
What, me, Travis, and
Julie, yeah.
Wow.
And then we all went to the Chicago Fire game.
Yeah, dude, that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
That was cool.
I have no idea whether or not they won or lost. I don't even remember. But
because they played Toronto, because we saw Michael Bradley play.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Dude. I'll hit you guys with one last question. Would you rather have to say everything that comes to your mind or never say anything again?
Everything that comes to mind.
Yeah, I already do that.
Yeah, here it is.
Literally, I don't care.
No filter?
No, I don't. I'm just like, yo, you're trash. Like, I will tell you whatever is on my mind. I don't care. Especially like if I'm drunk, you're definitely gonna get like.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I'll say whatever's on my mind too.
You're gonna get the filter, just like in Springfield. Just like in Springfield, whenever because you remember this, Jordan. Whenever we came back from the bars, and then the dude, the like meth head looking dude, and that black dude came up to us, and he was like, the meth dude was like, yeah, I'm looking for a brunette girl who's a white brunette girl, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Just basically describing a common thing.
Okay, you tell the story very poorly.
Shut up. But basically, just
drunk and I tell this better.
Shut up. Then you tell it. You tell it then.
It was a guy came up. It was two guys. The guy came up, and he had to be like either 30s, mid 30s, or 40s, and he was like, "I'm looking for a 20-year-old blonde chick who is wearing a crop top." White.
That's the only description you gave.
That's the only description you gave. He was like, I'm looking for a 20-year-old blonde crop top. She's wearing a crop top. So me, being very drunk, was like, that you're literally describing every girl down here. He did not like that whatsoever. He got in my face and wanted to fight.
Immediately.
What? I was here?
You were there, dude.
Why do I not remember this?
Dude, it was hilarious. It was hilarious,
but
at the same time,
we were coming back from all the bars.
And
were we by chance? Do you guys remember the square? That square area?
We were near that area.
Is this first or second time you guys visited?
Second time.
Okay.
Yeah, second time. And
okay.
There was police right across the street.
Hold on. Do you remember? It wasn't. So I don't think it wasn't Halloween time. It was. We went to one bar and there wasn't very many people in that bar. Then we left and we went to a second bar, and that's where we met up with Brian and Ryan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because I remember the name
After
of the bar.
that bar, we all left and went down the street. We walked down the street to go back to your place.
Yeah.
I do remember.
Do you remember
that?
that?
Yeah.
Whenever we were walking back from that second bar is whenever this happened.
Okay. Wow.
Because I remember the name of the first bar that we went to was called Boogie's or something like that.
Yep.
And from Boogie's, we went to... I don't remember the name of that bar, but I just remember how it looked. It was super... It literally reminded me of something from, like, Batman Beyond or something like that. Like, walking into, like, one of those crazy, like... excuse me. One of those crazy, like, scene-type bars where, you know, all the lights are just down and, like, the, you know, strobes are going and stuff like that. And then, like, you know, girls are, like, on top of these, like, crazy-looking, like, elevated areas and stuff like that, dancing and stuff like that. And there's, like, poles and stuff in places, and they're dancing around that, and you got the main floor of the dance area.
Describing.
Huh? I'm just saying, dude. I remember.
It really does.
It wasn't
have a lot of singles that night.
Because I remember the way the layout.
Did you
of the bar.
meet up with us after you went to this bar?
Shut up. Point.
No,
me.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, I remember the layout of the bar and stuff like that. But Thomas's like I guess spout of words is the thing that kind of got us in trouble that night with those like random dudes. And the funny thing about that situation is that that like white meth head looking dude and that black dude that was with him literally just met each other that night.
So hold on. So there was two people, right? And the white guy got in my face immediately right after I said that.
Okay.
I said it. He's in my face. He wants to fight. He's like, "Oh, okay, you're a smart ass, this and that." Then the other guy squared up with Ike for absolutely no reason. So Ike didn't say a word. He just squared up with Ike, and Ike's like, "Dude, why are you in my face? Like, why are you right here in my face?"
And the funny thing about it is the dude was so small, dude. And I'm like, dude,
I remember that guy.
Yeah.
I do remember that guy because he was tiny.
And I was like, dude, like...
I barely remember your encounter, but I remember how small that guy was.
I
And I'm
also
like-
barely remember my encounter. I was told all this the next day.
Because I was just so focused on that. Because for real, what happened is I tried to help you out and get that dude out of your face. And then the reason why that guy got in my face was because I tried to stop that dude from getting in your face. That was his reason.
Then Steven stopped the whole thing. And if you would have looked to our left directly across the street, there was like 3 cops just watching. So if we would have gotten into a fight, we all would have been arrested.
Like off rip, yeah.
But they were just watching the whole thing go down. So
I was just like, dude.
That'd be the fun part about being a cop. Just like, see how this plays out.
Hey, well, who do you got your money on?
I was like,
I'm thinking the mouthy one in the back.
Like, dude, because that was just an unnecessary situation. I just remember being like, God damn, dude.
I feel like if I was a cop, I'd be like watching it, and you see a fight about to break out, and then it breaks out, and you're like, all right, 10, 9, 8, like, just count down.
Like, let's see how far this goes before. Oh, he's grabbing a chair. I'm gonna break this up.
Tase.
No chairs. Continue on.
And fight.
Fair gameplay.
Like throwing like a nightstick in there. Just like,
Let's see who
Mix
gets
it up. Throw your gun, spin it around. Like,
there's only one in the chamber. use it wisely.
shoot. Yeah, shoot accurately.
Oh my god. That'd be a crazy situation, dude.
Oh, you gotta dab on him.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that was like a Rick Ross at the end. Like a 40, 50, no, let's say a 60, 70-year-old Rick Ross with shitty knees. Like,
Shitting me.
Sounds like a
with back
constipated.
yeah.
Sounds like a constipated Rick Ross there. Just like, eating too much Wingstop, bro. Dude, Wingstop sounds fire.
Wingstop.
Oh my god. Did you see that video of who's that dude that makes those videos of him going up to the camera? He's like, "You look so good right now. Yeah, say you smile like that. Oh, like that." You know what I'm talking about?
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god, dude, that dude is hilarious, dude. He cracks me up. He cracks me up so much. I forgot the name of
I
this.
thought you were about to say Tyrone, that guy.
Tyrone. Oh,
You're talking
I
about.
got a ball here.
Motherfucker, I got a ball!
I'm Tyrone. I'm here to fuck your wife.
Long dick style.
Hey, motherfucker, what? I got a ball here. Hey, god dang, dude, calm down.
Nobody says shit to him either. He's just huge. He's huge.
He's a pretty big guy.
He's massive.
There's another dude whose name is Big Brody, and his thing was he was looking for Tyrone. He's like, "You seen Tyrone?" And he'd go to like random people. This dude's huge too, like, huge, just black dude. Just like, "You seen Tyrone?" And they'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like so confused. And he's just like, "You're fucking," like just tosses him away. I think one time it was either Tyrone or Big Brody who like threw someone in like a dirty ass lake.
No, I think that was Tyrone.
That was Tyrone.
I think he threw like someone into a pond. Yeah.
There's no way he did that. Like that person, like that had to be played out.
Oh yeah, I feel like all that stuff.
for sure.
played out.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like a lot. Some of them seem like genuine reactions, but you're right. Like it could just be like an actor or somebody just
Yeah.
pretending.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he threw him in there, and he said that whole "I'm Tyrone with a bald head" thing.
Tyrone is definitely interesting, man.
You guys want to call us quits on this? We made an hour and a half.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, yo, shout out to Tyrone and Big Brody though.
Oh,
Let me do a video with you. I'll get tossed into a river. Let it be known. Let's put that on the books.
you'll do it?
I'll do it.
You'll volunteer?
I'll volunteer as tribute.
Would you be the one to get tossed off a bridge though?
Only if your friend was doing it.
Yes. Let me know. Are you guys doing it too? Like, how are we doing this?
How tall is the bridge? How deep's the water?
Is there water?
Which one of us is going first? Do I get a trial run? Do I get a bungee cord?
Nope.
Like, how are we doing this?
You have any send-offs, Thomas?
No, I'm alright.
Okay.
Shout out Lil Pete.
Yeah, shout out Lil Pete.
Shout out Lil Pump.
Lil Pump.
Yeah.
Whoa. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far,
Subscribe.
I appreciate your time. Yeah, subscribe. Shit, yeah, I never said that yet. Subscribe, motherfuckers.
Like
Come on
the
down.
video too. Put on your post notifications. Shout out Jordan, Intrepid Jordan, if you're on this channel. Shout out Ike. Shout out Thomas. Shout out Steven. Shout out my flannel. Shout out your mom if she's watching too.
Anal in a flannel. Anal in a flannel. Hey, thank you. Oh, yeah, shout out the Crayola.
Oh, yeah, shout out Crayola, dude. Give this man some money, dude. He's been repping you this whole time. Shout out Crayola.
All right, cool. That's how we're gonna end this. Goodbye.